Hey, what's up there? So, this is it, we're opening a restaurant. And I think I might have bit off a lot more than I intended. So, it's pretty rough in here. It's gonna require a lot of work. It's mostly gonna be me in here hustling. There's a lot of work to do.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record.
When it's winter in a food truck, sometimes you gotta have a side hustle. Just dropped off some eBay packages. Like I said, when it's winter in a this person is going in the wrong way. Don't be rude to a lady, man. That's improper. You're a man.
Sorry, I apologize.
All right, have a good. Now we're gonna go drop off some barbecue sauce at Tyner Pond Market.
For the record, for the record. Price on y'all, snake eyes on dice for y'all, shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate, I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars, I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost.
I want to wear the sombrero. Like 15 minutes. Eat your cherry. Eat it like a monkey. That's how I always eat it.
What?
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Alright guys, so as we said at the beginning of this vlog, we are in fact opening a restaurant. Now you probably notice this is not the same restaurant from the beginning of this video. So I figured that I would step you through the entire process of what happened and how we got here. So first and foremost, we had leased a location in Garfield Park. We were super excited about it. We love the Garfield Park neighborhood. It's historic. I think that there's a Yeti in the hallway. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, we love the neighborhood of Garfield Park. We love the community, and people really came out to support us when we did food truck stuff there. People wanted us in that neighborhood. We wanted to be in that neighborhood. Unfortunately, the building just wasn't gonna pan out. So there was a giant leak that was running water down into the walls, and because of that, and there was mold, the wall was bowing out, and because of those things and the owner's lack of initiative in getting them fixed, it just ran over. It became something that we were not going to be able to do financially anymore at that point. So we had to go ahead and step away. And if we're hitting all of these roadblocks with getting things fixed as they're supposed to get fixed, straight from the get-go like that, it only leads us to believe that it's going to be a continuation and that it's probably not good business for us anymore at that point. So we had to pull out of the location. We looked for other locations nearby, but they just weren't good financial investments for us. So we had to go ahead and step back from that. And really, to be honest with you, we'd kind of just backed off of the idea of a restaurant. The mall manager of the Washington Square Mall had been trying to get us to come out here for a while. For those of you who don't live in Indianapolis, the Washington Square Mall does not have the best reputation. So because of that, we didn't want to jump into a lease there. I didn't even want to look at the mall, to be honest with you. But my wife grew up in the area. She remembered the mall when it was like the biggest mall, like the powerhouse mall of Indianapolis. So we went ahead and took a walk through just to see what was there, just to see if nothing else, if there was a kitchen that we could rent, that we could lease out and do our business out of that kitchen. So we weren't reliant on somebody else's kitchen anymore, as that's become a problem for us in the past as well, as you're kind of stuck on the whim of other people. So we went through the mall, they showed us some spaces, we went back and forth, and I decided that I was going to spend a substantial amount of time just hanging out in this mall, getting a feel for this mall, and trying to figure out what exactly the mall is in 2019. And if I'm being honest with you, I kind of fell in love with this mall. I kind of fell in love with the people of this mall. There's a very interesting dynamic that's taking place here in Washington Square Mall. It's shifting away more and more from the big box stores. You know, there's still a Target, there's a Bath and Body Works, there's a Dick's, but there's also this weird, but in a cool way, it's transforming into a local mall where it's not these big box stores anymore. And again, there are some, like I said, there's Finish Line, Foot Action, there are big box stores here. But at the same time, there's these small local people. There's Hoosier Wireless, which is owned by Kumar, who came over to this country with $19 in his pocket, man, and became a successful business owner. There's Cumberland Grill, which is a fantastic story of people who were kicked, and when they were down, they rose up to build something. They didn't just give up and walk away when that was the easy thing to do. They built this new thing that they're getting the gears moving on, and the tires are rolling now, man. The whole thing is happening. And there's Ed from Ed's Retail Store. He's in the store working, was born here in Indianapolis, lives here in Indianapolis, has grown to 2 stores, taking a chance on the Lafayette Square Mall and the Washington Square Mall to build something, to not give up on communities and spaces that have been given up on by other entities. There's a popcorn store, and the owners are in there working every day, open to close, man. And they got, 50 different kinds of popcorn at any given time that are just off the charts. They make all their own stuff there. There's Latif, man, who came over here and went through trials and tribulations in his youth, and he got this store, and now he's kicking it with this jewelry. There's a CBD store. It's the first one of its kind. It's huge. It's in the mall. There's a new cafe just opened up, man, and that cafe is beautiful, man. You got to see it. And these are all businesses that are owned by local people who refuse to let what was once a behemoth of retail, of community, die. And most of all, what really excited me about this mall, what really got me excited about the possibilities in this mall, honestly, was my wife, man. She graduated from Warren, which is right down the street. She talked about all the memories she had here, and as I hung out in this mall, I got to hear more of those memories that the people that inhabit this mall, the people that frequent this mall, that have been here for a long time. I got to hear about those memories. I got to hear about people who met their significant others in this mall, went on their first dates in this mall, bought their first basketball shoes in this mall, grew up in this mall. There's entire lives that have been affected by this mall, and there's something special happening here, and it can happen again. We can foster this environment and we can build it up. So a lot of people asked me why we would come to Washington Square Mall. They asked why we would choose this location versus, all the other locations that we could go to. And I guess really those are my answers. Like, those are my reasons. Those are the reasons that we believe in this mall. To be honest with you, we could open up a mall, or we could open up at a location in Greenwood. We could open up on the north side, the west side, any side. We could do that, and hopefully one day we will. We would love to do that, but I would rather stick my first claim in a brick and mortar, my first chance, I would rather be a part of building, a part of growing, a part of rejuvenating. And that's one of the things that fascinated us about Garfield Park. And that same thing can happen right here on the east side in the Washington Square Mall. We want to be a part of that. Oh, I think over this season of the vlog, we're going to kind of introduce you guys to some of the things, the people and the businesses in this mall. Kind of put a showcase on that. You know, we'll still have silly hijinks and shenanigans and dumb stuff. We're always going to do that. You know, we're going to launch the cooking tutorials, and we'll have all kinds of restaurant-centric stuff. But I think that you guys are really going to like what you see here. It's hard to spend any time here getting to know these people and not be excited about it. I hope you'll join us. I hope you get excited about it. I hope you guys will like the change in direction that the vlog is going to take a little bit as it becomes a little more personable. It's very awkward for me to talk to the camera. But you know, that's the feedback that I've gotten, is that people want more of that. So, you know, I'm going to try and do that. And, you know, I hope you guys will come along for the journey. So I'm going to probably throw up a couple of pictures in here because I wasn't smart enough to take video of it before we started doing any of the renovation at all. But we're going to go ahead. Why don't I show you guys around what it looks like now? Thanks for watching. I hate that. We're not going to do that transition. I hate that.
Ghost. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, 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 for the record.
So as you can see, we have a lot of work to do to get this place ready. But check back, man. I think it's gonna be really neat when it's done. I think you guys are really gonna be into it. And if you like barbecue, you already know. So until next time, Smoke Fam, we are out.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars, I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they dead it.